Hey, this is Jenny Jones, Digital Growth Hacks Club. All right, so listen, had to take a big gas of air, and I'm looking at this lineup for AppSumo's Monday Madness here. And if this is your first time to this channel, please go ahead and like, subscribe. You never know what kind of hacks and ideas I may come up with when it comes to these lifetime deals. But I don't know if I can continue to say that because some of these lifetime deals are changing. Let's address the elephant in the room first, right? So 15 years in, let's just look at it here, right? 15 years ago, over 17,000 deals were launched, 180 million paid out to partners, best prices anywhere. So AppSumo is in business for 15 years, which I am very, very happy that a company lasted 15 years. Some of these companies are not even lasting 3 years or 4 years, but most companies on average fail within the first 5 years. So let's get that out of the way. But for AppSumo to be around 15 years, let's applaud them, right? So now what they've decided to do, and I get it and I understand, what they've decided to do is says, hey, let's try to make sure that the companies that we're supporting are in business longer than 5 years, and so that we as a company are in business another at least 5 years and make it at least 20 years. And I get that. But some of these deals are wrapped really, 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 really tight. And the challenge of a deal being wrapped this tight is we're moving into, and most of you know me, know my finance background, having a master's degree in finance and accounting. I can see the writing on the wall. What I'm seeing is I like it, but then I'm like, okay, so allow us to be able to still participate, right? Because it's going to become a point where it's like, there's nothing really there because if we're so conditioned, we're trained to look for lifetime deals. That's what we're going to find on this site. Now, um, again, I don't have a problem with that. I've had this discussion with AppSumo. I don't have a problem with it. I still like the lifetime deals, but let's do some fair deals as well. These deals are kind of tight. So, and again, these are all agreements and our partnerships with the founder. So I'm not going to put it all on AppSumo, but I do like the fact that they created an opportunity for companies to at least be around, right? And let's start looking through some of these deals, right? So, and we're going to talk about them. And I don't want to make this a long video, and I definitely don't want to make it a negative video. But let's try to find some diamonds in the rough. Let's try to find some good news. So, all right, got that out of the way. All right, so let's look at some of these deals. So here's a deal that just came. A deal called Graphy came. A deal called SEO Booster came. Feedplay, Taste WP, Cream. I think Sim Dash was here already last week. All right, so I think I said Reap. Oh, so Reap, then Christy Leave, Chrisley. I think it's Chrisley, Chrisley, and then Crawl WP, and then Wope is back. Lazy Leadz. Let's start with Lazy Leadz, right? Let's just start with Lazy Leadz because this will kind of set this video in motion. And I don't want to make this video long, but let's just discuss this deal. So Lazy Leadz, obviously, if you notice the lazy, then you notice that it is Jeremy Renner. Not Jeremy Renner. That's an actor, isn't it? Jeremy Redmond. Uh, Jeremy Redmond is a founder of, we all know, he's the founder of Task Magic. So this is a tool. He said that they use a couple of tools internally that they was going to possibly be, if you follow them, he said that they were going to be possibly releasing them. And that's fine. I think that's great. But let's talk about the lead. So what this tool basically does is you can type in what kind of lead do you want to search, restaurants, insurance, what have you. Then you can put in the location and then it goes and it finds it for you. So obviously it's going to be able to connect with Task Magic. You can put that in there and then it's going to go into active pieces and you can make the leads. Once you get them out, you can actually move them over to, your VBOUT or your in charge or something like that, and then be able to send them down a drip campaign or what have you. So you definitely can do that. I can see how this could work on a grand scheme of things, right? But here is my challenge. So you have 5 years of access, you get 1,500 leads, right? Hopefully that's a month. I think it is. You get that a month. Yeah, that's a month. And then so you have what he has is a 5 year access, which truthfully, when you think about it in a grand scheme of things, this is a more conditioning of your brain power because to me, 5 years is a good estimate of how long a business will be and how long a business will be around. To me, the 5 year access is not bad. I kind of like the way they did this for $2.99 for 5 years of access. I really don't have a problem with this because it protects them on the back end for providing 20,000 leads a month in perpetuity, which in perpetuity means forever and ever um, to the end of time, right? The that sounded like a good concept 15 years ago. But dynamics have changed. Now you have AI and you have all these other things. I don't know if I can provide, I don't know if I'll be in business in 7 years. So if I gave you a 5 year window, that's fair. So a 299 here. The challenge is I don't know if you really need white labeling, a dedicated proxy, or an API. You probably would lead an API access automation with workflows. I think if you do have Task Magic, I think you can get away with that. So to me, 20,000 leads a month for 299, I think that's not a bad deal for 5 years of access, right? So you're getting basically, if we do the numbers on this, and I kind of want to start I want to start doing some more things as far as giving you guys return on investment and ROI. I'm going to start doing some full calculations. I'm not going to do that in this video, but I'm saying for this channel, because it's not just about trying to buy tools, it's about trying to see if these tools work for my business. So what I can tell you is paying a 299 price, you're basically getting, let me see. You are basically getting 1.2 million leads for 299. Let's look at it like that. So you're getting 20,000 leads a month for 60 months, right? That's 1.2 million. That's a lot of leads for 299. That's the way you need to look at this deal. And here's what I will say and how you have to start looking at a lot of these deals. If I spend 299 for 1.2 million leads, I gotta get some money out of that. I gotta make some good deals. If you can't close at least 1% of the 1.2 million you find, then I don't think you need to be in business, right? And I'm not saying that giving this particular setup, I'm not excusing it, because if this was not on AppSumo, so let's talk about the real thing here. If this was not on AppSumo, this would be a pretty darn good deal. Reason why it doesn't appear to be a good deal is because it's on AppSumo and the way we're conditioned to think about AppSumo deals. We're conditioned to think about AppSumo deals as these are lifetime deals. So let's fast forward to 2025. These are some of the deals you need to be looking at. So the way I just calculated that is the way you need to be looking at some of these deals. So I don't like when they give me, hey, you got one time. I don't like the one time deals. Now, if they would said, hey, this is 20,000 deals one time, that's different, right? But this is, hey, we're replenishing our leads. And Jeremy, if you hear it is, let me know if I'm wrong, but this is the way I understand this deal to be. Um, I understand this deal to be 20,000 leads, unless anyone tells me anything different. Ability to downgrade. Okay. I don't. Yeah. So I think it's 20,000. It doesn't say one time. And I'm assuming, how could you give me 1,500 leads over a 5 year period? That wouldn't make sense. So I'm going a serious assumption here, but I think this is 20,000 per month for 299 for 5 years of access. To me, I think tier 3 is the best deal. If I was to do this. Now, when we go all the way up and I kept looking for a good deal, would it be a lifetime deal? And this gives you unlimited deals. Now, you could essentially, the way this is, and I know how they think, right? I'm starting to see how Jeremy and the rest of his team, which is an awesome team, by the way, I'm starting to see how they put their deals together. They're like, hey, if you want to take this out, excuse me, and you want to make an actual business out of this, okay, so for $1,500, you can turn this into a serious business machine. In 5 years, if you can't get a case, if you can't get proof of concept out of this, and I got to tell you, the landscape will look a lot different in 2000. What will it be? 2030? Let's see, 2025. It will be. That sounds so weird. In 2030, you know, if you can't flip unlimited leads per month, it's really good. But I think they give you the dedicated IP, the dedicated proxy, the API access, white label. This is really designed for an agency. If you want to do this 5 years, you got 5 years to turn this agency into a moneymaker. I really actually think either, if you're going to look at this, you either look at tier 3 or you look at the tier 6 for unlimited, and then you do the white labeling debt. I just think that using a task magic, if you own it, because you've already paid a lot, over $1,000 just to get the highest tier there, I just think that you can probably build your own leads system for less than the cost because you have a lifetime deal on the task magic. So again, enough on that, but I just wanted to address that. Lazy Leadz, yeah, congratulations to the team over there at Task Magic. They're still putting out some bangers over there. All right, so let's look at another deal I'm going to be pulling off the shelf, which is Reap. So Reap is a deal where you can take long form videos, chop them up. Again, we've seen these plays before. This has a little bit more customization. This is really reminds me, I can't think of the name right now. They came 2 years ago, I think. So let's look at this deal, right? So the way this deal works is you get a 1-year access at $59, 5 clippings per month. And these are 1-year access. This is 1-year access. This gives you 10. This gives you 10 plus 10 hours of caption, 359, 3 years access. So this gives you 3 years access. So I would liken this deal, right? If I don't have 500 for a lifetime access, and really the lifetime access, it's become a lot more riskier now, right? I'd rather go with a 3 or 5 year access than a lifetime access, because in all actuality, a lot of these tools we're not really using for a lifetime, or it does us no good if the company's out of business in 5 years. Then we've wasted all our money, right? In our mind, mentally, we're thinking we have lifetime access, but what is lifetime access if the business is out of business in 4 years, right? You don't get a lifetime access. So I kind of like the 3 year access, and you can renew it at that price. I don't know that that's a bad deal. So we have to really start reconditioning ourselves. Do I like it? No. I was raised, or I broke my, what is it? I broke my teeth on lifetime deals, but I can see the changing of the landscape, and AI has made a lot of things more difficult. So now it's really just finding the right AI tool, right? For the amount of money you're going to be spending. I think a 3 year deal here at 359. I think if we took that, so let me see. Let's take the 3. Let's say 3. Then let's take that. Let's do 36 months. Let me see. So you're basically paying $9.97. You're basically paying $10 a month for 10 hours. So you're basically paying $1 an hour per. This is not a bad deal. This would be the best deal if I looked at this foregoing the lifetime access, because now the lifetime access becomes more of a risk, right? And it really the lifetime access really now depends on the business model that they set up. And I want to be able to, and those are some of the things that I'll be talking about at Hackpack University, which is launching here very, very, very soon. If you have already signed up for Hackpack U, you should have already gotten your email when the class is starting and all that. And I've added access to my 24-hour think tank for all the students there to be able to help them grow and launch these tools. Now that the game is changing, now it's time for you to change. So Hackpack U, yeah, it's coming. And I'll talk about how we're going to start reevaluating some of these deals and helping those people out too. So I will pull Reap off the shelf. So let's look what else we have here. So we have Cream, right? So we have Cream, easily globalize payments and automate international tax compliance. I think a lot of people are looking for this. This will definitely be a good tool for those people who need the international payments and stuff like that. But let's look at the deal here. So the way the deal works is you will have lifetime access, and what they're basically giving you here is I kind of heard back from the founders a little bit. Like, hey, here's $99. We will do AI assisted requests per month, number of stores, processing fees. You get access to one store here. To me, the best deal would be the tier 3, because they're asking you one time, all fees waived up to this. So what they're giving you is if you have up to $10,000 and all of these fees will be waived. So it's after the $10,000 worth of transactions, then these fees kick in. But you have unlimited AI assist per month and you have unlimited stores per month. So yeah, I don't know that I need this, but if I was looking at this, I would look at a tier 3, right? That's where it makes the most sense to me, right? And again, you'd have the unlimited stores and it's lifetime access. So for $349 lifetime access to do this, that would be a good deal. And that's if you have to do your payments and stuff like that, add the global tax and all that. I think this is a tool people have been screaming for. This type of tool to help you do your transactions and stuff. So that'll be a good deal. All right. So what else here? What else am I going to pull off the shelf? I've seen this. This is kind of a gamification type of gaming thing. I don't know if I'm good on that. I'm gonna pass on that. Let's look at the deal. I at least want you to look at the deal. I want to spend the time with you so you can look at the deals because I got to start doing things a little bit differently. So you do get the lifetime access. This is a very inexpensive deal. You have unlimited quizzes, things of that nature, right? To me, custom branding logo, I don't really want to do this type of deal without a custom branding logo. If I wanted to offer it. I think there's other deals out there. I just don't know how well this deal is. This gives you 500 players per game, unlimited quizzes. If I'm gonna do this deal, I would do a tier 3, right? You can play these different games. It has an intelligence meter built into it, and this almost becomes like you can make people get addicted to Wordle and things of that nature. I think if you came up with some good quizzes, depends on how you want to use that. I would use that like as a lead magnet or something like that, or just have it while people are waiting online. I don't really know how good of a deal that would be. Wope is back. We've already talked about that in the past. I don't really do WordPress reviews. You'd have to go to someone else on that. We talked about the Lazy Leadz. Let's talk about Graphy, and I'm going to talk about one more. So Graphy is selling your online courses. Sounds like a dream. So what you get is you get built-in AI access. So this is a LMS, right? Create, sell online courses. I really, really want to take this out for a spin. I'm all about the online courses and stuff like that. But there is no lifetime deals, which we've already discussed this. We already had this discussion, but there's none. It's not even available here. And then these are only 1-year access, right? I don't think, in my opinion, I could pay $250 a year, right? For this access. I'd have to go and see what they charge, and see would it be worth it. Unlimited products, unlimited ads. So yeah, I mean, these lifetime deals, I'm not gonna. Well, let me see, $299. Let me see, $299 divided by $24. So $24, $25 a month, you're paying it in advance and you don't know if it's going to work. You do get the 60 days is refundable. So can you make this work? You could make it work, right? But I would look at a tier 3 on this one. I wouldn't look at anything because my thing is don't don't take away from me the things that all the things I need to do to make a deal work. And again, those are things we talk about in Hackpack University. I show you how to break these deals down and show you how to make money with these deals. So for here, I would look at a tier 3. If I looked at this, I may pull this off the shelf just to see what it's about. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I don't like it, I'm very, very picky with my LMSs, right? And if I don't think I can make money with it, then I'm gonna definitely put it back on the shelf. So I'm very interested in seeing what Graphy does. And I'm not gonna lie, I like the fact that they're like, hey, we're not gonna mortgage the farm for a few dollars. We want to be in business. To me, that's a very good rethinking of the founders. Um, and I don't want to be doing your deal and then I see you running YouTube ads. I mean, Facebook ads. That's disappointing to me because it's like you don't even know if you're gonna make enough to be around, and you're paying um Facebook all this money. All right, so the last one I'm gonna look at is Feedplay. Feedplay, I'm definitely gonna pull off the shelf. It's where you can convert raw media into multilingual guides with opt-in forms, calls to actions, and more. This has piqued my interest. I'm not gonna lie. I will be pulling this off the shelf. This may be a Wednesday winner, maybe. I don't know. But these are all the different you can sync up with all these different ones. Inbox, I have you do the web hooks, Pabbly, Connect, Klaviyo, Keep, Integrately, Active Demand, High Level, Eye Contact, Active Camp. Yeah, you got a lot of connections here. So this is basically where you're able to make these interactive guides. Will it beat my number one tool, which I can't even think of the name of that tool right now? But so let's look at the deals here. So they have a nice deal here. I think a lifetime deal for $279. Um, I may pull this off the shelf at the $279. I'm not gonna spend 400. If I like it here, if I like it, you're gonna hear more about it. If I like it here, I'm going to go here, right? But I actually don't think I need more than that. I just because I don't think this is gonna be a heavy use tool for me. Um, so yeah, I like this at the 279 tier 3. I really do. I don't know if it'll sub page. That's the one I can probably combine this with a sub page. Oh, that may be a hack. Shh. All right, my guys out there. Um, Sister Soja, Mark Rodriguez, um, Cold Crush Media. This looks like or my hacking community out there. This may be a good mix with people like Perry out there. This may be a good hack with Subpage. I don't know. I think we may have something here. We may have a winner chicken dinner. But maybe here at a license to the tier 3. I gotta see how this does though. If you don't hear from me talking about this anymore, I didn't pick it up, or I don't like it, or I don't like what I see here. But other than that, yeah, yeah, this is some different things here. Yeah, Lazy Leadz we talked about. So yeah, Taste WP again. I'm not really into the WordPress world anymore. I kept updating. I already explained to people why I don't do WordPress anymore, which I don't have a problem with it. If you want to do it, that's fine. So again, hey, this is a very tricky Monday. This is a very, very, very tricky Monday. But other than that, you guys have been great. I'm not going to go back over any other tools. I just wanted to cover that. And hopefully, thank you guys for hanging out for me on this Monday Madness. Very lot. It's a large range of things. But again, I'm going to pull Reap off the shelf. So make sure you come back. Make sure you subscribe. When I do, I'm going to pull Reap and I'm going to pull Feedplay off the shelf. The rest of them, Cream, I don't really need. Um, I don't know. We'll see. Hey, you guys have been great. You guys take care. Goodbye for now.